All right, good afternoon, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So, haven't done one of these in a while. Podcasts are back. Yes, podcasts are coming, and a lot of great people are coming, which is why we got one very special guest here today with us. She is a real estate investor, mobile home park operator, owner. We're going to hear a lot about that. That is her niche. So, we're here to learn, and we're here to add value to all of y'all. So, with me today, I have Ekaterina Stepanova. Did I say your last name correct?
Close, very close.
Plus, there you go. So she corrects me on that. So how are you, Katerina?
I'm doing great. It's Friday.
Great. And great to,
yeah.
It is Friday. Yeah. You know, one thing about it seems like days just kind of just blend in at this point. I find myself asking people, what's today? It happens, busy schedules, but it's a good thing. So Ekaterina, we last saw each other at Seco, which was down in Stone Mountain, Atlanta, Georgia, and great stuff since. So, but you know, I've known you even since before that, which is kind of like the mobile home community, park owners, etc. But for those that don't know you, tell us about you.
Sure. Well, Jay, it was great seeing you at Seco, and it was great catching up. I appreciate you always keeping us in mind for any mobile homes that you find, because as for myself and many others in my community, MHP Tribe community, people like yourself and your students, I would say they're incredible assets. So as you mentioned, I'm a mobile home park owner, investor, and operator. And with my team, we own at this point about 8 communities. We had more, we sold a few. So currently at about 850 pads.
Wow.
And we are across 6 different states. Probably by end of this year, we're going to be in 8. So, which means we will always have need in a very good way of students of yours, of yourself, to collaborate, to work with in all different areas, add value to each other. As you know, your team, you guys are sourcing homes, and we have communities and sometimes vacant lots, sometimes vacant homes that will be in need of rehab. So my team, as you may have caught from what I was just saying, is specializing in value add projects. So we purchase communities that will have an upside, will require some elbow grease and some love, and we turn them into pretty communities that are very nice, that are safe for residents to live, to grow their families, to enjoy. And that's what we really enjoy doing. And that's what I really enjoy personally, very fulfilling. And that is what I enjoy sharing with the community of my fellow mobile home park investors, MHP Tribe. So I founded that community, and we talk shop every Monday. So you joined us, I know, and grateful for it. So yes, that's what we do. That's what I do. And yeah, happy to share.
Absolutely. And for those of you listening and tuning in, this is what I'm referring to. It's like, this is why we all work together. You know, Ekaterina is awesome. She sees us as an asset, you know, for any laundry dealer, fixer upper. There's so many names out there. Bottom line is we're all investing together, and we can work together. Everybody wins that way. So, but one thing I always push is do what you say you're going to do. You know, Ekaterina, I actually drove up there to Ohio. I didn't know you were in 6 different states. I knew you had quite a few parks. But Ohio was beautiful. I don't know what I was expecting, but your park was phenomenal. One of them, anyway, one of 6 parks that you mentioned. But what other states are you in?
We are currently in Alabama, Michigan, Ohio, Arizona, Texas, Florida, not anymore, I think. Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, looking for some more opportunities for, as Jay, you were mentioning opportunities, collaborations. For us, it's always very exciting if we can open up a new market for ourselves. It's an opportunity for us and a good excuse in a way to just enter that market and start growing there, start building a team. And I would just encourage people who may be located in the areas which are not necessarily conducive to mobile home park or mobile home investing, flipping. Don't get discouraged. Find the way to do this. Uh, find what you really enjoy, because there must be a way for you to enter the space and get going with this, because it's either you are really enjoy building teams and managing teams. So here you go, right there, an opportunity for you. Or you are enjoying syndications. So here is an opportunity for you. Go out, find the people in that market, help them bring the capital, put the deal together. Or you are a rehabber. So, you may be enjoying also traveling. So here you go. There's always a way. There's definitely always a way.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities, so many exit strategies with mobile homes. It really does open the floors to just about anybody, and we'll cover into some of that. But so let's quickly get into, you own 6 parks, you have over 800 mobile homes. That's crazy great, and you actually are in every state that I like to be in, so including now. Let's go back to deal number one, because that's where people, the hardest of anything is always number one. We say that, but I think sometimes we forget how hard it was actually getting started, getting involved, and so forth. If you could go back to deal number one, shortly, how would you describe that one?
That was incredible. It took so long. It took twice as long. It was very very difficult emotionally. Just what it took from our team to put it together. It wasn't big at all. It was smaller than we were aiming it to be. It was our smallest to date. It was just 38 units. So it was totally like not our dream. And but it just made a lot of sense. We knew that we wanted to get it done. It was smaller. It was very difficult for us to jump over the first hurdle, but it's truly, you just need to learn yourself, coach yourself to go from start to finish. This confidence that you gain after doing this very first time, it trumps anything else, any even financial rewards that you will get. Just the whole knowing how to go from A to Z, it's incredible. You could never read enough or listen to podcasts enough to have the same confidence, to have the same feeling in yourself. So it was in Florida, and we always knew that we would not stay there. And that's why I was mentioning, oh yeah, we were in Florida no more because of the weather. We are value-add investors. We're not very risk-seeking people. We do tend to be a little bit more conservative in our investments. We like to have several exits out of each deal, just really try to stress test this as much as possible. So as planned, we sold it 2 years later, and that did really good, exactly as we planned. We were really happy that we did exactly what we wanted to do. But we also, as being a new team, this was our very first deal together. We not only, it was the test of going through a deal from start to finish, but also testing each other, how we work together. So it was testing on so many levels. And I think the strong team will come out stronger out of that challenge. And I'm happy to say we did. So that was definitely very memorable first deal.
always that one. And now I'm sure looking back, you're like, oh, that's very easy to do. And it's, it's, we definitely, we live and learn. You learn as you go along, and it's always those headaches, those nightmares that you get, like, looking back, like, I don't know why that was so stressful, but it's the learning is the beginning, and that's what builds you. So you've come a long way for sure. I mean, 6 parks later, I'm sure you could probably do it in your sleep now. But yeah, I'll get to that. No issues. So absolutely. So now, one thing we see a lot now, more so than even when I got started or you got started, is a lot of attention for mobile home parks. So I'm seeing real estate investors, realtors, brokers. The attention is parks. How much have you seen the shift from when you got started to now in interest, people wanting to invest in parks?
Yes, definitely the interest is very high. And it's very, it makes absolute sense. It's affordable housing. It's now the cat is out of the bag, and everybody knows about mobile home parks and know how well they can perform and how well they perform through recessions and all different economic setbacks. So yes, I definitely see a huge increase and of course the institutional investors are very much in the market. They've been in the market for the past few years. Definitely changes, I think. Once you decide if you determine on staying in real estate and you pick the niche that you really enjoy doing, I think that's one of the things that will keep you going no matter what. If you know your reasoning, why you really love it like this, what really keeps you in it versus another asset class, maybe, that's really all you need to keep going. Then you will enjoy finding creative solutions on how to market for a deal, how to solve the turnaround. Because again, talking about market changes and setbacks, we have and still continue feeling the supply chain issues, prices, inflation, all those things. I mean, if you really committed to the niche that you picked, you will find the way through and forward. It's all a matter of, I think, just recommitting and knowing your reasoning. Is this aligned with your goals? Is this aligned with your values? Is this aligned with your vision for yourself? And just keeping it really front and center. So.
Yeah, for sure. We mentioned how many exit strategies and so many opportunities that we didn't list them all on mobile homes and mobile parks. But do you think anybody can invest in mobile homes and or mobile home parks?
Of course, it's without a doubt anyone can absolutely do this. Just answer yourself this question before you get started. What is it that's so attractive for you in this? How can you personally put your own personal stamp on this business? What does it mean for you? Yeah, what is the meaning in this investing in this work for you? So I think that's probably the essential to answer before you start anything. And absolutely anyone can get this done if they so choose.
Find your why. I definitely agree. So I got to ask this question because I hear this quite often, and a lot of this is from rehabbing or certain exit strategies, but it's irrelevant. It's like we feel like mobile home investing and mobile home park owners it's more of a man type of thing. It's for men. And when I hear that, it's always this, to me, it's an excuse. It's like, that's what it's an excuse. But, when we see somebody like yourself who's successful, you're a lady, you're not a man. I always make the comparison of, it does not matter what gender you are. Well, success isn't for anybody. Anybody who pursues it will get the greater of. But that question now I relate to you as when somebody says, I think that's more for a man type duty. What is your response to that?
Well, success does not discriminate. If you want it, it's up for you to go and grab it. So, absolutely.
Very well said. Absolutely. Yeah. No age, no color, no gender. Success doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
So for sure. Okay. So what do you say to somebody getting started? So we have people that are ready, they have some money, but there's always that key behind it, fear. They fear of taking that action because there's those what ifs. What would you suggest to somebody to get them off the sidelines and get them into the game?
Yeah. I would say just sit down with yourself and imagine yourself 30, 40 years older, looking back at your life. What advice would you give yourself, your younger self, if you were to look back? What would you say? Should you do it? Would you do it? What are the regrets you would have if you didn't take that shot? If you didn't give it give it a try, or I mean really did it your best? What would you say to yourself? Just have this conversation in your mind, and your answer will be right there. No one else can tell you what to do. No one else will. You live your life. No one else will grow older and be just answering to your older self. Why haven't I? Why haven't I tried harder? Why didn't I take that shot?
Absolutely. Don't live in regrets. Pursue your visions. And that's beautifully said. So a couple more questions for you. Is now a good time for people to invest in mobile homes and or parks?
Anytime is a good time. The good deal is a good deal. The hardest part is to know the difference. Is this a good deal? And I always say, when someone is sending me a deal to review, and we love obviously helping our students in the community as well, what is your plan for it? I don't know whether it's good or bad, but what is your plan? Why do you like it? What are you trying to accomplish with it? And what does it do for you? So that's really the main question. Can you find the deal that is exciting for you, that you have a good plan for, and it's going to provide for you exactly what you're looking for it? Like, for example, the returns exactly the way you want them to be. So only you can answer if this is a good deal for you or not. But to do the math is relatively simple. So, and the good deals are always out there. It's just a matter of extracting them.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And you touched up on a lot of keynotes there. So, one things that I love about the mobile home investing, of course, with everything that comes with it, and this was actually said at Seco by one of the gentlemen, I cannot remember his name, but he said he came from an organization where it was business, corporate, whatever it was, but it was very hands off from everybody. It's like everybody keeps to themselves, nobody really shares. Whereas with mobile home investing, it's like everybody wants to help everybody. You, for example, you here right now, you're dropping wonderful tips, and I'm sure it really is a community. We're helping each other out, looking out for each other. Where do you see mobile homes in the next 20, 30 years?
Wow, that's a big question. So, Jay, I can not honestly tell you where I see necessarily the industry in 30 years, but well, two things here. So I see mobile home parks being much more popular and just really becoming true communities. No more bad reputation that only people who have no other place to go to mobile home parks, trailer parks. I see that the reputation of affordable housing of parks is completely changing, transforming. More people, young people, moving into communities with the tiny homes, just making it really hip and fun, and just community living at its best. That's how this is my vision of our ideal future. This is what I keep in my mind, and this is where we're going. I hope that, I know that many of my colleagues and the people from the MHP tribe, they see it this way, and I love it. This is where I see us going, and making communities pretty, beautiful, friendly, young, hip, just really pride of ownership and just a lifestyle choice for younger families as well as retired people alike. And also we have, I know the episode is going to air probably later, but this upcoming week we have the industry, icon, legend coming to MHP Tribe to share exactly on this topic where he sees the industry going. I mean, I know you will be able to rewatch that episode because we archive all our calls in mhptribe.com. So those of you who's interested, you probably by the time the episode airs, you will be able to go in and watch the recording. But this will be a very exciting conversation. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what other things are coming up in the industry. If and Jose, you saw yourself at Seco, there were 16 homes on display at the conference. You could see that the quality of the product, the variety, and just the sizes, I mean, and the materials used in those homes that are just fantastic. They are they provide for such a comfortable living. And I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a spacious 1,300 square foot house when it's when it's cost a fraction of what the single family residence out there could be purchased for. I mean, it's just such a great value right now, and I'm very excited to be putting in more homes like that in our communities. And right now, you, Jose, with your team, you know that the materials that are out there available for mobile home rehabs, they're just such a much better quality, and there's such a great variety that you can choose from and customize and just make each home a little special. So I'm very excited about the future, honestly.
Definitely in need. I don't see them going anywhere. I mean, I like how you're putting it. It's almost like removing the stigma away and giving them more of a desire. That's always great to think about. So no, absolutely. So, and guys, for those of you joining us, tuning in, for investing, for coaching, you can visit GarciaMHE.com as well for that. But one last question, Ekaterina, before we let you go. So you've done great for yourself, great, successful. I see many, many more great things coming. What is next for you?
Well, we will continue building our team and our communities. I feel a great pride that our team takes in being a part of this revolution and and the image of mobile home parks, just making it something completely different. So I think we should just keep going at it, just 10x our efforts, go out there, just make mobile home parks just a beautiful place to live. And I think this is a big part of what we're going to be doing in the near future.
Absolutely. Good to hear. Well, Ekaterina, I can sit here and talk to you for hours. I know you're busy. We're all busy, so we're going to let you go, but we look forward to having you on here again soon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Till next time, take care.
Take care. Thank you.